back, y'all. My name is Allie. If you guys do not know who I am a barrel racer. I'm making a series currently right now based off of my thoroughbred, Tobi. He is 2.5, unstarted. I will be starting him, and each time I work with him, I will be posting it on YouTube. I hope you guys enjoy it. I don't want to talk too much because the video is going to go. So I hope you guys have a great day. And I also hope you guys like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can be alarmed. Bye-bye. So this is Tobi. I'm just going to work on him with a basic whip today. The whole point is to get him not scared of this. We've done a couple minutes of it. What I'm working on right now is we're going to work on getting him comfortable to this swinging on the ground. So we've sort of gotten to the point where I can swing it without him moving. We've gotten it to where I can swing it this way, but now we're going to get him comfortable to me sort of, to me swinging it like on the ground, so like this. All right, first thing I'm gonna do is when he moves, I'm going to move with him, but I'm not going to relax until he relaxes. So basically, I'm going to keep him where if he was to do anything, I'm in distance with him, and we're just going to kind of move it. So right now, he stopped. That's amazing. We're going to sort of just let him know that he did what I was asking for him to do. And the only thing I'm asking for him to do is be calm. I have another OTTB gelding, very calm, very relaxed, very desensitized. So of course there are different ways to do this if you are going to lunge them. You go to that process after this. Of course, I don't want him to think that right now I'm asking him to lunge. And the thing is, I don't want to teach him that lunging means running away. So my thing is, I want to teach him that lunging means something else, and it's not scary. So I'm just gonna move the whip. It doesn't matter how I move the whip. It doesn't matter how I move my body. Right there, he stopped, so I'm gonna give him a pat, just like that. Every single time that they let go of the feeling they have about how this thing is scary, we are going to relax. Right there, he just got a little weary. He was like, Again, I'm following with him. And I don't stop moving until he stops. Good boy. Good boy, Tobi. Good boy. All right. So we're going to turn him this way. Now what we're going to work on is we've sort of established so this was really scary to him a couple minutes ago where he bolted off. So once he relaxes from this, good boy. So now I'm just going to go ahead and touch the whip onto him. Let him know that it's not scary. Bring him in the camera for you guys. Let him know. I'll actually do it this way so you guys can see. But basically what I'm doing is I'm rubbing this on him just to show him that the whip isn't scary. We all know some people use the whip as a scare tactic, something to get horses very scared of the person. Something to make the horses run from them, right? Something to make them listen. With me personally, I think that's not a good idea. Lots of horses get very, scared of the whip. Now I know you guys can't see it, but he's licking his, he's licking right now. And that's a huge sign. That's something very good. That means they're relaxed. It means that they're understanding. When a horse isn't licking, it typically means that they're not understanding you. So watch out for that. But what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna let this sort of hang low. I don't really need to hold on to it. And we're just gonna do this. So of course I used the other side before I started videoing. Now I'm gonna use this side. And I'm sort of gonna flip it. So I'll use this side and then I'll use the other side. And I'll sort of just let him know that it's okay for me to touch him over here. And if he has a different reaction, that it's like, okay, I'm not okay with this, then I will go ahead and I will keep doing it until he stops, and then I stop. And so we sort of do this the whole game. Like the whole time you're training a horse, that is what you do. When a horse stops and they react to how you want them to, then you stop. So he's licking right now. He's like, ooh, I'm liking this. He even probably thinks it's my hand, honestly. And now I'm gonna use the other side. So we're just gonna rub down his body on the other side. As you see, there's no bolting, there's no nothing. Now, his hooves and his legs do not like to be touched with this. So of course we have to work on that. How I'm going to work on that though, so I keep myself safe, is I'm going to grab a hold like this, and I'm going to just bring the whip down towards his legs. Bring the whip down towards his legs. Just like that. And he really wanted to pick up his hoof, but he didn't. So that's good. And I'll do the same thing with this one. Sort of bring the whip. He's watching me right now, which is honestly funny. Bring the whip down towards my legs. Or his legs, my bad. And I'll do this for all of them. Bring the whip down. I'll pet on both sides of his tendon so he understands. Just like that. Good boy. All right. Now, what we're going to do now is we're going to take this bottom, and I don't know, we're going to sort of hook him. So we're going to do this with his back and front legs. A lot of people call it hobbling, when you take a hobble and you put something around their front legs or their back legs, and they learn not to move away from that movement. So say they get caught in the reins, right? You got the reins right here, and they end up getting them between their legs. They're gonna freak out. So, we're going to use this to wrap around their legs, and until he doesn't have a reaction, we will stop. So, I'm gonna let him see the whip. He's like, ooh. He's like, Mom, I don't like that. He's a very curious guy too. All right, so I got the lead where if he does anything stupid, I'm gonna let him see it right here. I'm just sort of gonna play with it real quick. All right, so we're gonna touch it on his leg. There we go, good boy. All right, now we're gonna take and bring this between his legs, like that. Oh, you're okay, you're okay. Good boy, you're okay, you're okay. I honestly think my other gelding needs this again because he's very alarming when it comes to like a couple things. So I'm gonna face him. We're gonna face each other. So I'm gonna let some of this go, and he's not in the camera. Come here. Oops. All right. I hate whips. I really do not like whips. So I'm just gonna move my body where he moves his body. And I'm giving him scratches as he's moving, so it's okay. Still giving him scratches. All right. He's like, what are you trying to do back there with my legs? So I'm gonna let some of this line go. If he'd stand, stand please. Ooh. Thank you. Stand real quick, okay? I'm gonna let some of this line go, and you see everything but his butt. Hey, hey. We're gonna come right here. All right. So, I'm going to take and, actually I'm just gonna take and do this with the whip right now because he's like weary of it. So until he sort of calms himself down here, then I'm just gonna keep him doing this. That's gonna be the first step until he understands what I'm asking him. What I want him to do is sort of just relax. There we go. All right. Now I'm gonna ask him to come back into me. All right. So I'm gonna take and just throw it behind his legs like this. Good boy. Whoa. You're okay. You're okay. Dude, I don't know if I just got that on camera, but he did a kick. This thing, the whips are very tragic for new horses because they don't like things touching up on their legs, so they don't quite understand yet. We're just gonna touch it. Whee! That's all right. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to touch each one of their legs until he understands until he stops. Once he stops, then I'll let loose. Here. Touch, touch, touch. And what I love about this horse is he's very smart. He's very smart and he learns very quick. And I am not at all pressuring him to listen right now. We're just going in a circle and that's perfectly okay. And he'll get it. Like, I'm not in a rush. This is my first time actually working with a young horse. So, is he bad or relaxed? We'll see. There we go. Just like that. So it really takes like a lot of understanding each other. We're back to moving. That's all right. It takes a lot of understanding each other, and it also takes a lot of trusting, but also persistentness. Like if you're not persistent, say I stop right now while he's still moving, he's not going to quite understand. So all I'm doing really is just standing here, getting him to learn what I'm asking him to do. And I'm asking him sort of to stand. Now, of course, his back legs. Who would want their back legs to be snatched up, right? So it's very important to think like that, especially while you're training them. There we go. We relaxed again. Now, every time he relaxes, I'm going to rub this whip on him. And that shows him that this is his safety place. Nothing else. Just his safety place. We're back. Sorry, my neighbor came and saw him. So we're gonna go right back to what we were doing. Like I said, I'm just sort of gonna let him understand what this is, let him see it in his eye. He's such a sweet boy. He really is, and I'm not going to rush anything on him. because I want him to understand literally everything. And now is my chance. Like, he has not had one person work with him yet. I am not going to be the one to screw that up. So, I'm also not going to hold my hand like I'm trying to get him to lunge either. Because he's coming into me still. That's good. And there we go. There we go. So we're back to where we were. And now I'm just going to do this. Do that. Touch his back leg. See if he gives me the same reaction he did a couple minutes ago. That's better though. That's not horrible. Now I'm going to keep constant pressure on it. Whoa. You're okay. You're okay. You're alright. You're okay. See if I can touch it. Good. Good boy, Toby. Alright. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Same thing. So, I'm going to bring him over here. And I'm just going to touch it. Boop, 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 boop. Good boy. This horse really does make me very, very proud. So now I'm going to take and swing it. So I don't like how much this rope swings, but that was so much better. Like, where we had just started was so much better than just now. So he's breathing up here. He just took a sigh. That was a lot better. I know you guys can't see him, so hold on. Alright, now you guys can see him. So he just anticipated I was going to do that to him. How dare you? Okay. Good. So we're going to start off really light. We're just going to let it touch his legs. That's all I want. Is for it to let it touch his legs. And it's more the string, because the string feels weird. So. Good boy. Good boy, Toby. That was much better. Much, 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 much better. Come back into the camera. Come on. So he's still a little curious about it, but that's okay. Good boy. So that's so much better. And this is what I mean by how fast this horse gets things. So we're just going to do really light right now and let it sort of figure itself out. Good. Good boy. So this would actually be the first day of training with him. I have not really worked with him at all. I just got him. So this is new for him and I to be able to work together. The most I've done is take him out of his paddock, brush him, and bring him down the road for a walk. So this is like really new and exciting for him. He has dandruff, but I don't like it. I actually just saw that. Wow. Alright, so we're going to bring him over here, just so you guys can get a better look. And we're going to try it on this side. Now, you always want to try the same thing on each side, because some horses are better on one side and not the other. That's why the old trick of make sure you do the same amount of times on one side and same amount of times on the other. That's very important. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing, and we're just gonna see how this leg is. So we did it on the other side with that leg, and we're just gonna let him touch. Nothing too crazy. It's literally wrapped around his leg right now, and he could care less. Y'all see that? And that right there is amazing. That's amazing because that's what we want, right? We want him to understand and to learn off of me. And we want him to know that things are safe. And as long as he knows things are safe, he'll do anything. We're gonna bring him back over. I just stuttered. We're gonna bring him back over here. And we're going to do the same thing again. Now you guys can look at his back legs. Oop, oop. Right here. And I take it very slow. Good boy. Very slow. I don't want him to think I'm going too fast. I want him to understand me and to know that I am the safe place for him. Now the next thing is his front legs. So I like to do everything at the same time because then I have time, if he gets scared of me touching him with his back legs, I have time to fix it. So I'm gonna let him go a little bit. And he likes to follow me a whole lot. So I'm just gonna sort of bring it right here and hope that he understands. And this is also where this comes in. All right, you stand right there, okay? We're going to touch his front legs. Now, of course, I am not very as safe now because I'm on the front of his body. So right now we're just touching. And we might get the same reaction we got on the back, but that's okay. It's his legs. It's the place that gets him to A to B, and I need to understand that, and so doesn't everybody else. Same thing, if the whip moves and he moves, then we move. Okay, I'm gonna let the whip go. Well, I'm gonna let this go. Just really we're gonna get him up here. He's like, Mom? The reaction he's giving me right now. You're okay. Do you guys see his head? And he'll do the same thing if I put it on this side. He's gonna look the exact same. Good boy. Alright. You're okay. You're okay. Okay. Alright. I'm gonna keep him to stand there. If he tries to move, that's okay. We're gonna back him up. Stand. And back. This also helps with ground tying too. So I'm gonna move, and we're gonna sort of swing. I'm just gonna work on swinging it. Work on swinging his back hooves. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna go back to his back end, and why I'm taking so long to do this is, again, I'm not gonna cob the job. So if I feel like he's still sort of watching me in a weird way, I'm not going to cob it. I'm going to let him understand me. Because understanding is way more important and it's way more understandable, right? So he's kicking again. That's okay. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna move away. Good. Okay. I sort of just wag this all around until he sort of stands still. Once he stands still, as soon as he stands still, we do that. Good, okay. So I'm gonna slide my hand down. Good. Gonna move. Make sure. Good boy. Yeah, he moves, I move. We're all the same here. Everything he does, I do the same. So now we're gonna add a little bit more pressure onto just me swinging the rope. And it's gonna come right through his legs, and it's gonna hook around. And that's okay. Good boy. Now I'm gonna let the rope go a little bit. I'm gonna hook his back legs. We had him standing there for honestly a good minute. Before he was like, okay. And then he sort of moved. But that's alright. So the rope is under his hook right now. That's okay. It's not going where I want it to go. There we go. Front, fine. Back, a little sketchy, but that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Same thing. And that's what we're ending the session off with. We're ending the session off. First, I'm going to make sure that nothing's scary to him. So I'm going to sort of do this. And I haven't flown it up yet. So this will be the first. Look at that. This horse is amazing. Move it in front of him. Move it around his legs. Move it around his front legs. Done. We're done. Because that's all I need from him today. And I'm going to make a series of every single day that I do more with him and what I'm doing with him. And he's going to be an amazing horse. He's very smart. He's so pretty. And he's just, overall, he learns so quickly. So this is actually episode 1 and video 1. And I will be back with more videos. Have a blessed day, y'all. Bye.